Then I will go next. Okay, in this content, we want to explore more deeper with the ls command. So not only, we are not going to use only like ls, we can try with ls minus f. So we can copy this one. Don't put the desktop one because it's varied between every user. We can try just put the command ls minus f in our directory, ls. So if you see there is a slash at the end, that means it's a directory. And if there is no slash, it is not a directory. For example, I create testing here. For example, nano test.txt, test. So I create a text file here, for example, to show you what is the difference. So if we put the ls minus f, the test.txt, there's no slash at the end of it. It's because test.txt is not a directory, rather it's a text file. So in ls-minf is a useful command to see if it's the file is a directory or is it not a directory. For Jasmine, I don't think you can because it's for human readable. So they just shorten it. So if you want to see specifically, you cannot put the human readable format. It will show you in detail. Human readable means it just make more simpler so people just know the estimation, but the estimation is very, very close to the real value. So you need to put, Rahul, you can put heights rather than minus ls. So there are only two types, human readable or the full length. The full length will show you exactly until like the last digit, but for the human readable, they just make it like the summary. Okay, this is the around like 450K. So it's just only for quick estimation, mostly. If you want to move a file, if it's big or small, you just check based on this. Now, let's have a try. For example, we want to see what is the folder inside of the shell lesson.data, shell lesson data. So what we can do is we can clear, can ls, and we can ls minus f, shell lesson.data, test data. That way you can see all the folder inside of the shell lesson data. And then we can now, for example, go inside of the folder itself by using the cd command. CD stands for change directory. So currently, if you type pwd to show the current directory you are on your user, right? Now, if we want to move to the shell lesson data, we just need to type cd and type shell lesson data, and we hit enter. So if you do the print working directory, the directory already changed. Since you already do the cd here, change directory, which means you already moved to the shell lesson data. And if you print the directory working, we are no longer in the user, but rather we already moved to the lesson data. So if you type ls, you can see these two files directly. Yeah, we can also try to dig in deeper by moving our directory again to the exercise data. So what we do is we just need to do cd exercise data, and we hit enter. And now if we type pwd, you're the inside of the shell lesson data and the exercise data. Now you can try to type ls -f and see, okay, inside of the exercise data, we have alkanes folder, animals count folder, creatures folder, and writing folder. And we have one text file, which is not a folder. We have numbers.txt. Anyone clear so far? The concept of the CD and the ls and the pwd? I think that's the most common that you will use. So I've typed on the chat, that's the summary, the most important thing. And we can now also, with -a, -a here is to show all. We can have a try and see what's the result. So what we did is ls -f and -a. So these two dots, it means previous directory. It have a previous directory. And we will cover this later on. And if you see there's the current dot, it means your current directory. Now we will go to some shortcut for exploring the directories. So for example, currently we are on the exercise data, right? But for example, we want to go back to the home page because what you need to do is you need to cd like 2 times, right? You need to cd from your user, and then you move to the shell lesson data, and you need to move to the exercise data. To save time, you can put like cd minus or des to create like an anchor in this folder, and then we can cd with this command. So I just type in. So if we go here, we will go back to home page. And if we go to cd minus, it will directly go to the shell lesson data. And if we try cd minus, we'll go back to the home. So it's like a shortcut. We can move forward and backward rather than do cd for each directory. But if it's confusing, we just normally use pwd and ls to see, and we just move to the shell lesson data, and we just move it manually. That's also fine. But if you want to save up some time, you can use that command. With cd des, you can go back and back to the directory more faster. So here we have, for example, users Amanda. This is your username here. The data is following command code Amanda used to navigate to her home directory, which is user Amanda. So for example, currently you are in here. You're currently uh, on shell lesson data. How can you go back to your user rather than the data? Anyone can answer to this question that I've just explained just now? And but you're correct. You can also use this one. So cd dot dot means you can go back to the previous directory. Yes, Jasmine and Holland, you're also correct. So this one is also like the correct answer. So for example, if you're not, luckily, shell and data is uh, one after the user, right? But if you are, for example, in exercise data, and we have two directory before we go back to the user. So yeah, you can do the cd dot dot if you want to go to the previous directory, or you can also go to the pwd, this one. Oh, sorry, ls, oh, sorry, cd, this one. And you will directly straight go back to the home. Yep, yep, so that answer is correct. And this one just a case. So the using the file system below, if the PWD display the user thing, so which means user thing, so we are here. What is the ls minus f dot dot slash backup? So anyone can answer to this one before we see the solution. 4. Okay, let's have a try then. We can try. Okay. Okay, let's say we are currently on shell lesson data. So we move to. So here we have two files, exercise data and North Pacific guard. So it's the same like thing and backup here. So what happened if we move to the thing? So we go to, for example, to exercise data. And we do the ls minus f dot dot slash. And we try the North Pacific. Yep. So the answer 4 is correct. So it's to show all the file on the North Pacific. Why we need to put these two dots here? Because the logic is we will go back one directory above and then show the other folder. So the command is like, we are moving from here, exercise data. We go back to the shell lesson data here. Same like this, shell lesson data. And now we perform the ls minus, and then we go to the North Pacific. So cd to the North Pacific. And we do the ls minus f here. So it show the same thing. But rather than you go back, you just need to put this one command and you can see what's the other folder in. Yep, the answer is correct. Now for the next exercise is reading comprehension. So using the file system diagram below, if the PWD display users backup, PWD show users backup. So we are here. And then minus R and tell ls to display thing in reverse order. What command will result the following output? So how can we show this output? You can have a try for is command and see, or you can also trace back using the logic. Yep. Okay, let's see the answer and have a try then. Yes. 2 and 3 is correct. So we can have a try here for both command. Okay, just ls first. And then we put the command ls min r min f to C. And then I'll check the last one. Oh yeah, we cannot test this one because it have a different directory. Yeah, but it show the same command. As long as you have the ls minus r and minus f, it will show the directory. Good. So here is a command syntax. So like the previous one, we have the prompt. So everyone can have a maybe different, slightly different. Ls is the command, minus f is the option, and slash is an argument. So I'll explain it in detail. So else the command option is F. So if you see the F, we can show is it directory or not. And you can test this command. So the slash that we have, in this case, is like the root directory. So we can see all the file on the system, not only in our folder. So yeah, previously we just put the directory like this. So it's a similar like this. So make sure when you put the ls, you put all these three categories if you want to see for the specific folder or for the specific directory by putting in the argument. The argument can be like folder or any directory. And option is only to show like if you want to see it more detail or not, you can try vary it with the help. Here's all the option that you can try. Options. So you can see it here. So make sure to read the help version if you not familiar with the library. And based on this, you can put it on the option. And ls is the command. No, basically, with that command, you just show what is inside the North Pacific from the other folder. So we can have a test. For example, we can go here. Oops. So we can have a test. So we are here. We want to see what is the North Pacific, for example, and we go to file below. So we go to exercise. And we go, for example, to alkanes. So with this, we have already two inside of a folder, and we can try ls minus f. Oops. Yep. So it doesn't seem it's gonna be working if you want to see the North Pacific gyre, because this one is only listed for one below, not like the whole structure. Because if you see, if we Pacific, if we cannot tap, usually I use tab to fasten my typing. So it's like autocomplete in Linux. So if we cannot do the tab, it means it will not working. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope it's clarify. Yeah, because yeah, the logic it will be the same because the dot dot is like previous directory. So it will not read from the beginning. Yeah. And we now go to the organizing files. So let's see. We go to the North Pacific folder directory. So we go to cd. Yeah, yeah. And for this is what I'm saying. So basically, we use the tab, the completion. It will make your typing more faster. So if you see, for example, I just type the ls and or, and if we click tab, it will autocomplete for the matching folder. Usually this is also useful. If we cannot tab, then it's not working. So here, if we just use tab, it will be like it will save your time a lot. And you can try ls minus la. It's basically the same. Yep, to see everything in detail, like the previous chapter. Okay, I think that's it for the navigating files and directories. And here's the recap that you can read. This is like in the bullet point, so it's good if you want to keep this on the note.